Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're all about digging into those stories and ideas that somehow stick around for ages. And today, we're really getting into Aesop's fables. You know, those really old stories seem simple on the surface,
hmm
but they pack this incredible punch of wisdom, like tiny mental models that honestly still feel relevant today.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of amazing how they work, isn't it? They take these big, complex human things, our choices, consequences, how we prioritize,
Right.
and they just boil it down into these short, relatable stories. It's like a shortcut to understanding some basic truths, but they always make you want to look a little closer.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, we picked a big one, the ant and the grasshopper.
Ah, yes. The classic.
Yeah, everyone sort of knows it, right?
Right.
Seems like a pretty clear story, two very different ways of living. You've got the grasshopper, all cheerful, living in the moment,
Uh-huh.
and then the ant, super diligent, always thinking ahead.
And that's where it gets interesting. Beyond just the simple moral, which one actually had the wiser approach, if you think about the whole picture of life?
hmm
What other lessons are hiding in there once you peel back that first layer, especially when we, look at it through different lenses?
That's what we're doing today. We'll quickly run through the story itself just to refresh everyone's memory, but then we want to really unpack it, connect it to how we think about decisions now,
Yeah.
and see how it actually applies to, well, to you, to your life.
Yeah.
But let's uncover that Aesop magic.
Sounds good.
Okay, so let's paint the picture. The story starts deep in summer. Everything's abundant. Our source says, the fields shone with golden white flowers colored the meadows. Just imagine that warmth, the smell, the sounds. Yeah. Total sensory overload almost.
Yeah, peak summer. And right there, that's where we meet the grasshopper, just perched on a branch, singing away, jumping around, totally carefree. And her music, it says, filled the air, made people happy. She's pure present moment living, just pure joy in the now. It's appealing, right? That pull towards instant gratification.
It really is. We all feel that. But then, nearby, you've got the ant, doing something completely different, dragging these huge grains of wheat back and forth, building up her winter stores.
Hard work. Really heavy lifting for her size.
Definitely. But the source mentions this interesting detail. She had a calm in her heart
Right.
because she knew all that effort meant safety later when things got cold. It sets up that basic conflict immediately, doesn't it? Enjoy now or prepare for later.
It's a fundamental tension, and actually it maps really well onto concepts like present bias in behavioral economics.
How so?
Well, that's our tendency to want smaller rewards now over bigger ones later, even if we know the future reward is better. The grasshopper's joy is totally real, but her focus is locked on the immediate. The later just doesn't feel as real to her.
Okay, that makes sense. And this leads to that key moment, the confrontation. The grasshopper sees the ant working away, and she actually laughs.
Yeah, she calls out like, hey, why work so hard? It's beautiful out. Come sing with me.
There's almost a judgment there, isn't it? Like, you're missing out.
Totally. It's genuine disbelief. Why waste this perfect moment on work?
And the ant's reply is just perfect. It lays out the whole counter philosophy.
She stops, but only for a second, and says something like, look, it's because I know this sunshine won't last forever that I have to work now.
Exactly. Foresight.
When winter comes, she says, I'll have what I need. It's not just about food, it's about understanding life's ups and downs. The good times pass, the hard times come.
But does the grasshopper get it?
Yeah.
Nope. She just shakes her wings, goes back to singing, thinks the ant is foolish. Summels for living.
Totally stuck in that present bias. Can't, or maybe just won't, imagine a different reality beyond the current sunshine. It's like the good times are the only times that matter.
And we know how that goes.
Indeed. Time passes, the days get shorter, colder, the leaves fall, winter starts creeping in. You can feel the mood shift in the story.
Yeah, the abundance disappears.
Yeah.
And then winter hits hard. Snow everywhere, frost, and the grasshopper. No more singing. Just shivering, hungry, cold, nowhere to go. The consequences hit hard and fast.
It's brutal. So desperate, she goes to the ant's place, knocks on the door,
The last resort.
and she begs, right, please, just a little food, I'm starving.
That moment where the abstract future becomes very, very real and dangerous.
And the ant's response. The source says it was firm, but also had a hint of sadness. That detail feels important.
It does. It adds depth.
She says, look, all summer I worked, you sang, so now dance if you want. And then,
She closes the door.
oof, harsh, but maybe necessary. That hint of sadness suggests it wasn't malicious, maybe just resignation. seeing the inevitable result of the grasshopper's choices.
Yeah, perhaps a sadness about witnessing a fate that could have been avoided. So, okay, that's the story. Let's unpack the wisdom here, go a bit deeper. The obvious lesson, the surface one, is pretty clear. If you don't prepare for the future, you're going to suffer when things get tough. Simple cause and effect. Right. Prepare or perish, basically. And we see that everywhere, don't we? Personal finance, health, even bigger things like climate change prep, procrastination versus planning.
Exactly. And the grasshopper, she becomes this symbol for, well, for those moments we all have, choosing the easy pleasure right now without really thinking about down the line.
Oh, yeah. Scrolling social media instead of working on that deadline.
Totally.
Or that impulse buy that messes up the budget. The world throws these grasshopper moments at us constantly. It's a real fight against our own wiring.
It is. But then you have the ant. She represents that other kind of wisdom, understanding that life isn't always sunny. It's not just summer and winter literally, but seasons in everything. Careers, relationships, health. Ups and downs are inevitable.
So her wisdom is preparing during the good times.
Yes, seeing that preparation isn't about denying joy, it's about building resilience. Building a foundation so you can handle the tough stuff without collapsing. It gives you peace of mind, too.
Okay, but here's the crucial bit. The nuance our sources really highlight. The lesson is not just work all the time, never have fun. That would be, well, miserable.
Exactly. That's a misreading. If that were the message, it would just lead to burnout, right?
Yeah.
A joyless grind. That's not sustainable either.
So what is the deeper message then?
It's about balance. That's the real key. The wisdom is figuring out how to enjoy the present, enjoy the sunshine.
Like the grasshopper.
Right, embrace that part. But at the same time, take sensible steps to prepare for the future, for the winter. It's not either.
It's a dynamic thing. How do you find that sweet spot?
Yeah, and it's not like a perfect 50-50 split every single day. It's about being conscious, making choices, knowing when to lean into the ant's diligence and when it's okay, even necessary, to embrace the grasshopper's joy. Some sources point out that cultures leaning too hard one way or the other have problems. Total grasshopper cultures face crises. Total ant cultures face burnout and lack of, maybe, spontaneity.
That makes a lot of sense. So practically, how do you, the listener, apply this? How do we manage our inner ant and grasshopper?
Well, a big part is just awareness. Noticing when you're being pulled too hard by immediate gratification, or maybe when you're being too rigid and need to lighten up. It's like strategic mindfulness. Be present, enjoy the good stuff, but keep that awareness of life cycles in the back of your mind.
So making small, consistent investments in the future, even when things feel easy.
Exactly. Someone called it future self-compassion. Making choices today your future self will actually thank you for.
I like that framing. Which brings us back to that line from the source. If we sow with effort, we will harvest peace, even in the hardest seasons of life. It's a great metaphor.
It really is. And sowing effort isn't just about money, is it?
No, not at all. It's about, what, relationships?
Yeah, building strong connections, a support network. That's sowing effort.
Health, too. Eating well, exercise.
Definitely. Building physical resilience. And learning new things, skills. That's sowing for the future.
Yeah, maybe emotional well-being.
Yeah.
Learning how to cope with stress.
Absolutely. Building that inner strength. So when the inevitable winters come, you have this internal harvest of peace, of resilience to draw on. It's not just surviving, it's having that quiet confidence because you prepared.
Wow. Okay, so this simple fable, The Ant and the Grasshopper, really does open up quite a bit when you dig into it. It shows how powerful these old Aesop stories are. Simple language, but deep truths about how we make decisions, how we build resilience, how we find that crucial balance.
Yeah, they hold up a mirror, don't they, to our own struggles and choices.
So maybe the final thought for you listening is this. Think about the seasons in your own life right now.
The times of ease, the times of challenge.
How are you balancing your inner ant and grasshopper today?
Right. What specific seeds can you plant now in your work, your health, your relationships, your learning that will help you enjoy today's sunshine? But also ensure you have that harvest of peace ready for whatever winter might be around the corner.
It's an ongoing question, isn't it? Not a one-time fix.
Definitely not. Maybe the real wisdom is just continuing to ask yourself that question consciously as life unfolds.
A fantastic place to leave it. This isn't just an ancient story. It's a practical guide for thinking wisely about today and tomorrow. Thanks for diving deep with us.